Well, we are now recording, so that way anyone who can't join this can watch the recordings later. I've had a couple of people ask me for the recordings from yesterday's training. I thought I uploaded that already, but I checked this morning and I guess I forgot. So I'll do it tonight. It'll be up on the channel tomorrow morning. So we're going to do this. Yeah, let's do this open forum style. So Amber raised her hand first. She's quick with it. So we'll start with her. And then I will just go through and answer any questions that you guys have or whatever until, we're done. So Amber, what's up?
Yes, hello. So I have an example. I think it's a very good deal. The realtor responded. I just want to make sure I'm good to the T.
All right, so you want me to underwrite it?
Yes, please. Oh my God, you're awesome.
Yeah, hold on one second. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. Well, that.
And listen, no, you're not yet. But this is actually, it seems to be brand new top to bottom. So I'm very excited about it.
Okay. Is it a seller finance, a hybrid, or subject to?
Seller finance.
That's what's up. What's the purchase price?
Purchase price. Let me go back here. Purchase price is going to be 320.
All right. What's the seller finance amount?
298.
All right. How much is the down payment?
22,000.
Okay. And what's the rent?
1645.
All right. And then are we paying commissions?
No.
No
Isn't
shit.
that awesome?
Good for you. All right.
Yeah,
what is the taxes and insurance?
2602. And then insurance is 1218.
Okay. And then how much are we giving them a month?
Blah, 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 700.
Yeah, this feels amazing.
Thank you.
No HOAs or anything like that. I'm looking for, now listen, hold on. I'm gonna tell you guys this. When you guys bring me deals and they start like from the beginning to this point, they're like perfect. I'm gonna start questioning some shit. I'm not trying to shoot you guys' deal down. I'm just trying to catch something before you guys go to contract. So no HOA, no nothing?
No, and I'd rather that. I want to make sure it's not too good to be true.
Okay. And then you said the house is in good shape?
Perfect, man. You want me to? I can send out. You want? Listen.
You look. Unless you're blind, you know what a nice house looks like versus a house that needs a lot of work.
And you are correct, but I really, come on, Sean. I got it. You got to see this one. You got to see it.
I'll take a look.
You got to see it. Okay, hold on. Let me Discord. Where's Discord? Crap. How do I send it?
Guys, because I can't. You just DM me the address.
Okay. I'm in here now. Okay, here we go. Texting.
I just logged out of Discord. How do I have 7 messages again? What happened? Okay, that's all right. That's fine. All right, I see it. Wait, is it Jacksonville, Florida?
Yes.
Okay. Let me see. Let me close this stuff out. I don't need this anymore. Sorry that you guys can't see this part, but since it's going online, I don't want anyone to get her address and try and snake her deal. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Top tier, right?
Shit. Oh, and they're going to take $700 a month.
I swear. So listen.
I'm not surprised. This is our program, but that's low for a house. This house looks really good. I would have
really good, amazing.
And it'll rent for $1,650.
Yes.
Oh yeah, get the deal. This is fantastic.
Okay, so thank you. The only thing is that the realtor responded, and this is where I kind of second guess everything. He said, "Which I feel like I've asked you this question 5 different times.
Sorry,
what is the finance? What is the finance period and proposed loan terms for seller financing of the 298?
So you can answer, we're looking to get this paid off. You want to start high. And I think I've mentioned this to a few people, but everyone on here is new all the time. So when you're dealing with balloons, you have to, let me start over. When you're a wholesaler, if you want to be good at it, you have to be able to walk the line between what the seller needs and what you can get them versus what's attractive to an investor to make them want to buy your deal and give you 10 grand. So the higher the balloon, the better. No balloon is the best. But at the same time, people don't want to wait 30 years for their money. So I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I would say we're looking to get this paid off between 12 to 15 years.
Okay.
Paid off. And then try not to go any lower than 10 years. Your minimum is 7. But again, that's on the bottom end of what's attractive to an investor. Like that's like, all right, fine. I mean, I guess I'll take it because there's nothing else. But if there is something else, they're going to move on to that deal.
Okay. So even though he's asked me 2 questions, that one sentence answers both.
Yeah, we're looking to get this paid off in 12 to 15 years because he's asking what the term and how long. It doesn't matter if the term is 100 years. We're looking to get it paid off in 15. That answers both his questions.
Okay, so I don't have to say anything about the balloon or anything. It's all there.
Yeah, you can literally say we're looking to get this paid off between 12 to 15 years. That should answer his question. If he asks again, well, what's the term? You say we have this on a 30-year term with a 15-year balloon or a 12 to 15-year balloon because that's the 12 to 15 years that I was talking about.
Okay. And then 9 out of 10, I mean, if my response goes well with what he says, then do you see this moving forward or like, do they ask that question? They don't care.
Jacksonville, Florida. Yeah. Oh my God, this deal will move instantly.
Okay. Awesome.
This is a really good deal. And Jacksonville's a good market. I'm curious with it. Hold on. Oh, I closed it. It doesn't matter. I'm curious what the short-term rental numbers would be like. How close was it to the beach?
That part I don't know. I guess I should find that out.
No, I mean we'll look at it if you get it under contract. I'm assuming you're going to dispo it with us. If you do,
absolutely.
And even if you didn't, I mean, I would do the same thing anyway. But I'll send you the marketing material, but I'll run it as a short-term rental. And shit, I'll just show you how to do it. We'll jump on a live one time. We'll do a one-on-one. I'll show you how to do it with your deal. It'll be okay to show the address because at that point, you'll already have it under contract, so no one can steal it from you. Nice. And I'll show you how to figure out what the short-term rental is, and I'll post that video so everyone else can figure it out too.
All right, so I'll be on YouTube. I'm famous now. I'm famous, Mom. Thanks, Sean.
Yeah, this is a great deal, and your entry fee is phenomenal. Did I put 10 grand on this? I sure in the hell did. Listen, yeah, good for you.
I was thinking 13. If we could maybe bump that a little bit. I don't want to be. Oh, you're taking it.
Well, okay. I mean, might as well see what we're dealing with. Just so we. Oh my God, yeah, you're under 15%. We can push this for 20. Well, we'll push it for like 25, 30. We might get it, but if we don't, worst case scenario, we'll get 20, maybe 15.
Come on, man. Awesome. Thanks, man.
Not a problem. Good job. All right. I can't see the other screen. I think it does that weird. Yeah, it does that. So who else has got a question? Chris has a question. What's up, Chris?
Yeah, quick one. On Redfin, what I realized is once I see the house, I see the agent's number. I don't see their email.
So what you'll have to do in that situation here, let me pull one up.
And when I call them, they tell me the email is online. They tell me, no, the email is online.
So it sounds like the realtor's being not that chill of a person. Oh, this one has the email. Hold on. Let me find one that doesn't so I can show you what to do.
And is it possible to send the offer you have to send the offer using our email, not on Redfin, right?
Yeah, you're going to send it. Don't ever click any of these. Don't ever click that. And don't ever put anything here or here. You always want to here's one. Just find the listing agent. It'll always be underneath the description. You want to copy their name and the company. That way, when you go to Google knows what you're looking for. And then you just find, there it is right here.
Okay, when you click on it, does it show the email?
Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. It depends on the agent. But in this situation, you just do exactly what you did. Call the agent. Hey, I'm trying to send you an offer on 4th Avenue in Birmingham. Can you text me your email address? I'd like to get this to you by the end of the day.
Okay.
Or I'd like to get this to you ASAP. I'd like to get this to you right now. Whatever you want to say. But yeah, no, hold on. What does that do? Oh yeah, that just opens up the thing. Don't do that. Yeah, just give her a call. It sounds like the realtor that you called just was not being very cool. That's all. And
Okay.
that happens.
Okay,
That
thank you.
Not a problem. Okay. Scott, what's up?
Well, we were going back and forth a little bit on this counter I'm working on where I hit them with the deal machines, offer 313 and some change on a $285,000 list. Nope, no interest, 760 something a month, whatever it was. They countered at list with 50% down payment. So they wanted 142 grand down, 5% EMD. The 5% obviously would be credited toward the 152 down, and then 7.5% interest. Those numbers aren't even reality from a cash flowing standpoint. So
Right.
I'm trying to rework the numbers. Now the house is livable. I mean, for Section 8 standards, it'd probably be considered a palace, but would I pay full market for it? No. And in fact, I think I ARV'd it at like 330 or something. No, it was a little higher than that. Maybe, I don't remember. But anyway, I'm right now, I've got it set up at a 320 purchase. I'm giving them a little more purchase money in exchange for 0% interest, because any interest makes the cash flow way less than 10% and borderline negative. And then an $816 a month payment, which is just basically the $294 remaining divided by 360 months. An entry fee of $36, $26,000 down payment, 10% assignment fee. Closing costs in Atlanta are run about $2,500. And then realtor commission on a 320 sale would be $19,200. So all in at $57,700. Calculator showed me 9.36 in cash on cash in a first year ROI of 26.33. So while it's not 10%, I'm sorry, what was that?
What was the total entry fee?
Total
including
entry
everything. The percentage.
Total entry is 57.7.
The percentage. Sorry, I'm not that good at math.
18.03.
And this realtor is going to take 19 grand from them?
Well, I mean, I haven't talked to the realtor about specifically what their commission is, but that would be 6% of the 320.
Well, they shouldn't be charging 6. They're charging. They said they were charging 6%.
Yeah, I mean that's typically what the realtors are
Well,
charging. And then they'll split it if you've got a buyer's agent, they'll split it.
Well, yeah, but that was just up until last June or July when the NRA changed the law.
NAR rules, right?
NAR. What did I say? NRA? Oh, I guess I'm going shooting this weekend. So I think their max, I mean, the highest I've heard lately is 5%, which I've only heard that once. You should, here's what I would do. I would confirm, hey, how much are you actually charging? Because I'm trying to make sure that I can cover that too. But I'm just guessing here. What percentage are you actually charging them to sell this house? Assuming I bring the buyer. You can represent me to whatever, I don't care. But how much are you charging them? And like you want to hope that they're saying 3%, because now we're only talking about $8,500, which will really help this deal. The entry fee is under 20. Technically, that works. Technically, it works. The total entry fee percentage. It is high though.
Right. Well, remember, I'm trying to appease their interest rate issue with a higher offer. So
no, that's fine. That's a perfect move. I love that move. We can always give them
a higher offer is going to mean, either some. And I guess here's my dilemma. Of course, I can look at the spreadsheet. I can work the numbers. I'm just used to buying, fixing them, and then flipping them. So I know those numbers all day long. I rarely deal with wholesalers because they don't know a damn thing about rehab and can't do an ARV to save their life. So I understand that game very well. But on an exit strategy scenario, doing it this way, obviously if somebody was going to try and update this, the numbers just won't work because the purchase price is too high and rehab would be too much. And I understand that.
But you're saying it doesn't need work, right? It's just if it what's needed is not necessary.
Yeah, it's totally livable. I mean, if somebody had Section 8, they'd think it's a freaking palace. But it's not up to date to where if I bought it cash, where I could put money into it or not have to put any money into it, but bought it cash and then try to get top market dollar out of it. I couldn't do that. It's not that nice. So,
got it.
So my personal dilemma is dealing with, okay, so I can work the numbers to make the offer, but understanding who I would assign it to as a buy and if a buy and hold person was buying it, I don't understand the dichotomy of what they're really looking at well enough to know if this scenario is like, is this, obviously it's not a cherry scenario, like, oh yeah, I got to have that, but is it workable where somebody would do it? I guess is my question.
Yes. Okay. Yes, it is. You got a couple of things going against you. I'll always tell people the truth.
Yeah, and I welcome that. I'm trying to learn how to make this work.
If the entry fee, let's say the percentage, you said yours is at 18 and some change, right? Let's say it was at 22, right? Which would be typically a no-go, but the cash on cash return is 20%. Yeah, all day long, because that 20%, the buyer is going to be so fixated on that cash flow that they'll pay an extra 2% to get the property. No big deal. But in this situation, you've got, again, not higher than 20, but damn near there. And then because of that, you're only getting a 9.6 cash on cash return. So an investor, maybe a newer investor, someone who's got money to spend recently, they just did something and now they've got some cash, they want to buy something. Yeah, they could absolutely buy this. It's not going to be the most attractive deal. Is it possible to move it? Hell yeah, it is. Absolutely it is. I would give it.
So 50, it sounds like the hang up is the realtor commission.
Yeah, that's what
and obviously I've got a $10,000 assignment fee in there, so I can manipulate if I so wanted. But my first step would be to say to the realtor, hey, to make this work, would X number commission to you be better, and bring that number down? Because if I heard what you said right, that entry fee percentage also affects the cash on cash percentage, because I'm at 9.36 now, so I only need a little bit to get over 10.
Right. And I would have the conversation with the realtor. Let me ask you this first. How long has the house been listed for?
100, like 118 days.
Oh shit. I'd call the realtor and I'd say, look, I'm pretty sure I can get this done, but my numbers are tight. I've already come down on my side. How much are you charging? What is your percentage? Because I'm building that into the deal because I want to make sure you get paid too. That way you're saying, look, I'm going to need your help, but I'm fighting for you. The property's been on the market for 118 days. I'm trying to get this damn thing sold. I think I can get it sold, but I need a little bit tweaking on the numbers. How much are you charging? If she says 6, she's going to have to come down off of that. She's going to have to come down off of that. Even down to 15 would balance this out a little bit more. Right. But $19,000 and you didn't do shit for 118 days on a listing that's probably about to expire in 12 days, you better take this damn deal. Like, that's the attitude you kind of need to have. I mean, be polite, obviously, but
no, I get that.
Yeah, but that's the truth of it. I mean, you can't get mad at the truth. The truth is 118 days, this thing hasn't sold. I'm bringing you a solid offer. I need you to come down off that commission a little bit. If they're charging 3%, lock it up. Because if they're charging 3%, you can make, I know just from looking at what you told me, that can work. So if she says, oh, I'm only charging 3%, okay, bet, I'm gonna send you paperwork. Let me know what they think.
Okay.
Because then your entry fee won't be as high. Now, instead of 19,000, we're at like 8 or 8,500, 8,300, somewhere around there.
Yeah. So that takes about 10 grand off, where you're at about 46, about 45, 46 all in.
Yep. It's going to increase your cash on cash return a bit, but more importantly, it's going to bring your entry fee percentage down, which is the balance. The balance is, if my entry fee is higher, I've got to have a banger of a cash on cash return. If the cash on cash return isn't hitting, I need to have a big discount on the entry fee. That's kind of how you can play it. And then you can sprinkle in, hey, look, the cash on cash return is, 10.8%, but this house has been completely flipped. you have to do nothing but put a tenant in there and charge your rent. Then you can get away with bending the rules a little bit. But in this situation, yeah, find out what they're charging, factor that in. And if she says that she's charging 3 or less, lock it up. You're good.
Okay, cool. Appreciate it.
Not a problem.
So, Sean, I have a question. I just got off the phone with the seller. It's that one I told you about where they want us to pay the property taxes. They'll pay for the insurance because their name is going to be on the deed. I told them, hey, it's going to need to be the other way around. I told him I'll ask you because he's not sure of doing that because wouldn't, like, in order for someone to have, let's say, an investor that we sell this deal to, wouldn't they need to have their name on the deed in order for them to have insurance on the property?
Not necessarily, no, because like, let's say you're renting a place, you can have rental insurance, you can have lease insurance. There's a bunch of different types of insurance. However, if they're adamant about they're going to pay the taxes and insurance, that's fine.
So no, they're adamant about paying just the insurance because they have a policy on the house.
Okay. See, here's the only issue with that. This is a wrap deal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to be doing is asking the investor, hey, I want you to pay taxes on this house, but you can't claim the taxes at the end of the year because you don't technically own it. That's going to be a hard sell.
Gotcha.
Like, don't get me wrong, we can do it. If there's a 1% chance that I can do something, I'm going to do it. So, right. And again, for you guys, as long as you set the proper expectation, and what I mean by that is talk to the realtor, talk to the seller. Look, Mr. and Mrs. Realtor, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, whoever you're talking to. I typically deal with buyers, investors, my buyers, my investors. They're looking for cash flow deals. This deal, for whatever reason, the entry fee is too tight, the cash flow is too low, they can't claim the taxes. It's not really something that I have a ton of experience moving because my buyers, they like cash flowing deals that are on a very set of parameters. But I'm not saying that I can't move it. So I'll tell you what we can do. Give me 2 weeks. I'm going to send you a contract, tell the sellers to sign it, your commission, all that stuff. We can add that. I don't care. Give me 2 weeks to get my buyers and get this thing closed. If I find you a buyer, great. We'll extend the contract to closing and we'll get it closed. Everyone gets paid. If I don't, worst case scenario, you're right back where you are right now, but at least we can give it another shot because your property's been listed for X amount of days. And I think it's something that I can move even with these issues. Let me say something like that.
Yeah, no, I'm talking to the seller directly because
then same thing. Tell the seller, hey, I usually deal with investors that look for this, this, and this, X, Y, and Z. Your property has X and Y. It doesn't have Z, but I still think I can sell it. I'm going to send you some paperwork. It's going to give me 2 weeks, just 2 weeks, not 3 months like realtors, not 60 days, not 30 days. Give me 2 weeks. If I find a buyer, great. I'll get you your money. We'll get this thing sold. If I don't, you haven't wasted anything. You're right back where you are right now.
Okay, so he's down to sign. Like I can get him signed in the next like couple hours.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a matter of me. I told him, look, I'll confirm because I don't have the answer about the whole insurance thing. Do you think it would be more beneficial in from the perspective of selling it to an investor that the seller pay for both insurance and property taxes?
No, we can have him. We can do it his way because again,
Okay.
It's the same hang up because let's say he agrees to pay for both. He may ask for more money to cover one of them. And technically the investor's still paying it anyway. They just don't realize it. So if we're going to sell a wrap deal to an investor, they're already going to know they're not paying for the taxes. They're probably going to assume that it's wrapped up into the payment. It is what it is. Just let's get it locked up the way the guy wants it. And we'll go from there. If we need to change it down the line, then we can say, hey, we found a buyer. However, they want to do it like this. Are you cool?
Okay. And about the rental portfolio question, I got him to agree to 7 business days to receive AMD.
Nice.
Yeah. So do you think that's more than enough time? Because
no.
Okay. So no. So just to find like for the whole buyer situation, because I have each one of these properties as 10, like I told you yesterday. Mm-hmm. Each one of them, the offer that I gave is like at least 16 or 17%, like cash on cash for each one of them.
And they're all creative.
Yeah, they're all seller finance.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm one of those people. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. That's why I always say 14 business days because that pencils out to technically 3 weeks because my team works on the weekends. 7 business days would equal out to what? 9, maybe 11 days, depending on when they sign.
Right.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, cool. I'll go ahead and get that
Let's
done.
do it. Lock it up.
All right.
Okay, somebody raised their hand and I can't see the other screen. Hold on. Because I
I
don't
have a
want to keep
question.
scooping people. Joe, yeah, go ahead. What's up?
Hey, I was wondering with the contract when we send it to the agent, do we leave that disclaimer thing on there?
Absolutely. You talk about the first page that's got the
Yeah,
big
the
bold
first
letters?
page.
Yeah, send that as
Keep
well.
that
Let
on
them know.
All right, and if they have any questions about any of that stuff, what do you usually say?
It depends on the question they have.
Got it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, most people, what they've been doing is they just put it in the main chat,
Right.
either a screenshot or they'll say, hey, the realtor said this. What do I say? And then I'll just answer you. I'll tell you how to respond.
All right. And then I was also wondering, when we get the offer out of Deal Sniper, do we have to take that and put it into the deal machine?
No. The deal machine is for you to underwrite deals when the realtor responds positively. Hey, I want to talk to you about your offer. Hey,
Yeah.
I've got some questions about your offer. And here's why. I will do this really quick. I'll just do it on this one.
Can you check out this one that I'm working on now?
You can give me the numbers, but don't tell me the address because
Yeah,
this is
I'll
being
give you the
recorded.
numbers.
All right.
It was 262,790 purchase price. 244, 394.70 seller finance amount. And then the agent said that 23 down would work. Well, they want the 28, but I got them down to 23.
Nice.
It's a
What-
monthly.
What are the place rent for? What's the rent that Deal Sniper gave you?
The rent that Deal Sniper gave me, I don't have that on me right now. But it was a 681.98 monthly payment.
All right. Unfortunately, there's the only way for me to underwrite the deal is to know what it'll rent for. Can you put the address back into Deal Sniper and see what it says?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Yeah, just do that.
All right.
While he's doing that, Sydney, what's up?
Hey, so this is that same one that we wrote up. But could you run the numbers as a hybrid?
Yeah. Do you have them? Because that was like 100 deals ago for me.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, go for it. What's the mortgage balance?
174.
Okay. And what are they trying to sell the place for in total?
195.
Oh, so this is subject to.
See, whenever I ran it, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or what.
Let's see. Let me do this. 174, right?
Mhm.
And what's the monthly payment for the mortgage?
2,500.
Oh shit, that's high. What's the interest rate?
8.85.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what are you giving them? 10, 15, 17?
They agreed to 14 on because we had talked about sub 2 and I was just going to sell it as a homestead, but like I ran them again and the numbers came out different. So I don't know. I think I'm doing something wrong.
What are the place rent for?
16.
And are we paying realtor commissions?
Yeah,
How much?
5.
Okay. So I'm gonna keep underwriting the deal, but for newer people, here's some of the things that you're looking for to know if a deal will work for an investor, or if you need to start thinking, oh, this is going to be a homestead buyer deal. When the monthly obligation is higher than the amount of money it'll bring in every single month, that means you're negative on the deal. So an investor's not going to buy it. So in this situation, we're going to be looking for a homestead buyer. A homestead buyer is just someone who wants to live in the property but can't go to a bank traditionally to get a loan, but they have cash. Okay, so what did your numbers come out to be?
Well, I have it as a hybrid right now. Let me put it.
Oh, because
Just-
this is a negative 50% as a is it 20? It's 25.
would you be able to do it as a hybrid?
I mean, we can do it as a hybrid. The problem is that whether we do it as a hybrid or a subject to, the mortgage payment is still significantly higher than what the place will rent for. What city is this in?
San Antonio.
Is it near any attractions to where we could justify running it as an Airbnb?
No, that's why I wanted to run it again because I kind of want to back out of it
You want to
because
back out of
I
the deal?
ran like the crime
Oh, is it
area.
a shitty area?
Yeah, but it's really nice on the inside, but then I did like a virtual of the streets and stuff, and it's not.
So then what's stopping you from backing out of it?
I don't know, my morals. I don't know.
No. Okay.
Because he was gonna give me another house. That I think that's what I'm holding on to, and I
All
don't
right.
know.
Did you tell him you were wholesaling it?
Yeah.
Okay. Be honest with him and set the proper expectation. That's how you can kind of have the best of both worlds. Let him know, look, man, tell him the truth. Hey, I ran as part of my underwriting these deals for my investors. I did a crime search of the area, and this area is rough. That's usually the word we use to say this shit is ghetto as hell. It's like this area is kind of rough, man. So I'm still gonna push it, but that's probably going to turn off quite a few of my buyers. So I'm just giving you fair warning. We're going to do everything that we can to get it moved, but this area is rough. And just leave it like that.
So I would just push it on Facebook Market or Facebook groups and stuff like that.
I would still push it if this is a homestead deal. And if you want, are you having us dispo this deal?
Yeah.
Okay. I will send you the marketing material for the deal, and I will gear the marketing material towards a homestead buyer instead of an investor. And then your best bet is going to be Facebook Marketplace.
Okay.
You can do it in groups and things like that. If you can find, and if you find one, please let me know. Shit, I'll pay you. I've been looking for my disposition team for a homestead platform for a bunch of people who want to buy houses that can't go to a bank for whatever reason, so we can put the deal in front of them. That'll obviously increase our chances of selling your homestead buyer deals, all of you. So if you guys ever come across anything like that, let me know, whether it be a Facebook group, something you pay for, I don't care. We spend $17,000 a month on all of our platforms to push these deals anyway.
I was gonna say you should create one.
Well, I've got so many hats on. I would need a twin. The world could not handle my twin. Anyway, but no, set the proper expectation. You don't necessarily have to back out. Just set the proper expectation. Look, dude, this deal isn't typical of what I can confidently say that I can move. So we're still going to try it, and I'm going to let you know in about a week where I'm at.
Okay.
That's it. That way, if you do get to the point where you have to back out, it's not like it's coming out of nowhere. You warned them. You told them, hey, this place is ghetto, dude.
Okay. Cool. Appreciate that.
No worries. Joe, did you find the rent?
Yeah, it's 1586.
Okay, 1586. Okay, and monthly payment you said was like $691. What are the taxes and the insurance?
The taxes were, it says on here $3.
What?
Yeah.
On Deal Sniper?
Yeah, on Deal Sniper. When I enter it in, it comes up as $3. It's just the number 3.
Do me a favor, DM me the address. I'll look up the taxes.
All right, and the insurance is 1,003.
Maybe they haven't paid their taxes in a while, and they're just like, I don't know. It's $3.
Yeah, I don't know why it comes up like that.
I'll tell you like this: as long as the taxes are not more than $2,600, the deal looks fine.
That's good to know.
13% cash on cash return. Your entry fee is less than 15%, which it only needs to be less than 20. So the deal seems good. If the taxes are, I hope that 3 doesn't mean 3,000 in Deal Sniper.
Yeah, I don't know if it means 3,000 or 300.
Even if it does, even if it does, what city is it in?
It's in Atlanta.
Oh, it's probably 3,000.
Yeah.
It's probably 3,000. Okay, so let's say it's 3,000. is 12.29%. Still DM me the address, and I'm going to check and double check the taxes for you when I have time.
Yes, I will. And I was wondering, how do I get the Discord channel to pop up on my phone app?
Did you download the Discord app?
Yes, I have the Discord app.
So when you goes to sign in, you need to sign in with whatever login and email you used when you sign in on your computer.
Got it.
Because sometimes it'll prompt you to like make a new one if it doesn't find one registered, and then your
Right.
shit doesn't pop up, and you're like, "Where's my stuff?"
Right. Yeah, because when I go to the claim, it says where is it popping up now with the Discord, and then it'll say claim access. I go to claim access, and nothing comes up.
Yeah, try logging in through that, or log into your WAP account
Right.
on your phone, and then when it says connect to Discord, hit that and see if it'll connect it to your app.
Yeah, that's what I was doing, was logging into the WAP and then claim access.
And that still wasn't doing it?
Yeah, it wasn't popping up.
Then you need to find out whatever your computer login and username is, and then do that exact same thing in the Discord app.
Well, why just do it on the computer? And then once, go through Discord in your computer and go through all that, and then it should pop up on your phone.
Yeah, it's on my computer, but it just doesn't pop up on my phone at all.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, it's probably a different login, probably, on your phone.
I'll have to figure that out.
1 second here, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Okay. Who else has a question? I can't see the screen. Just start talking. Sydney, what's up?
Okay,
Oh,
so for that contract, they said that their contract, okay, he said that it would be voided, that they pay his commission, because he wants it in our contract that the seller is going to pay his commission, and that it's going to be voided in theirs.
Oh, okay.
So how would you add that or word that, I guess?
Are we paying any portion of the commission or just the sellers?
I'm not sure. Just the 5,000 is what.
Oh, so that 5,000 we're paying. So on top of 5,000, he wants his other commission from the seller.
That's what
That sounds like it. Yeah, he wants to get the buyer's end from you and then the seller's end from the seller, which is fine, especially if they're paying it. So do you know how much he's charging the seller?
2.5%.
Okay, so you got to do a little bit of math and figure out what 2.5% of the purchase price is. And then in the contract, at the bottom, underneath all your terms, in the additional term section, just like my video says, you're just going to put seller to pay and then put the dollar amount. And then right after that, in realtor commissions, buyer to pay $5,000 in realtor commissions. That's all.
Okay. I guess I was confused because in the very beginning of the contract, it says the total amount at closing. Does that add the...
No. When the seller is paying commission, that's coming out of their down payment. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to add it into the numbers or anything like that. Only when or by extension, our buyers are paying the realtor commission, then we need to add it the way that you did it. You did it perfect. But if their portion, their 2.5% comes out to $5,620, that's all you put in the contract, but you don't add that to the purchase price or the down payment.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Who else has got a question? Let me just open this thing up so I can see who's got their hand up. Hold on.
We don't have to pay the realtor's commission, do we?
No.
All right. Just figured that out.
Vanessa, what's up?
Okay, so I'm fairly new. I could sit here and probably ask questions all day. I'm not gonna waste any time or anything. what caught me, because I know you learn as you go. One thing I heard today that I hadn't heard before, I was talking to one of the sellers, and she said her client would be interested in a creative finance, but she said she was looking at a listing right now, and when she got back, she'd send me over her offer. So how does that work? Like, if she sends me over the paperwork, do I still fill hers out, or do we strictly use ours?
Well, it depends. So they're going to fill out a contract with how much they want to let you know, or they're going to fill out a contract with the terms that you sent them. They're just going to put it on their own contract.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Because if they're sending you like a counter offer, like, hey, we're open to creative, but when I get back from my listing, I'll send you what we want, then just show me what it is, or put it into the deal machine calculator and see if it works. If it does, then yeah, you can give it to them. If not,
I think she was making it seem like she stayed a certain state and I have to use her contract.
that's true. Yeah, no, hold on. Let me say that again. To my knowledge, and also I'm not a realtor and I don't really care that much about state contracts. To my knowledge, there's only I think 4 or 5 states where real estate transactions, it has to go on a certain contract. Other than that, realtors are just sticklers because they know their contracts. So they say, oh no, it's got to be on ours. That's because they were trained on that state contract. They know what to look for on that state contract. Therefore, they don't want to be responsible for missing something on a contract that they're unfamiliar with.
Right. Oh, okay. All right. Well, thank you. That's the only question I have for right now.
One thing you should, and I'll tell this to everyone, if a realtor wants to use their contract, that's fine. But there's a couple of things that you need to make sure. And here's what I would do. You need to make sure that they say that the inspection period, or I'm sorry, that the EMD is due after the inspection period, just like our contract says. And then they also need to make sure that it either says the contract is assignable or it does not say the contract is not assignable.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Gotcha.
So what I typically do is I will say, you want to use your contract? That's fine. I'm going to send you mine. If you can copy over the terms into yours wherever they fit, I'd appreciate it. And then that way there's no hang up.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
All right. Let's see.
All right.
Who else has got a question? Hold on. I see somebody's hand up. Who is that? Morgan. What's up, Morgan?
Hi.
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic.
Great. I just had a question. So I am fairly new as well. I'm not really new to wholesaling. I've been doing it for about like a month or two, but I was cold calling at first, and now I'm exploring the creative financing side of things.
Mm-hmm.
And so right now I'm looking at a off-market property that I actually found through Facebook Marketplace.
Okay.
And so I just was kind of wondering, I've been playing with Deal Sniper pretty much all day today. And for this one, so I'm kind of confused. So when I enter in the address into Deal Sniper, does it matter like when you enter it in and it pulls all the information for the Section 8 portion of it and the long-term rental portion of it to be negative? Does that matter or is that bad?
No. So what's going on, and we're still in the process of fixing it. For those of you guys that don't know, Deal Sniper is only like 6.5, 7 weeks old. So we're still obviously making tweaks as we find more issues as users use it. What we're finding is that the calculator function of Deal Sniper isn't 100% ready. It's pulling, it's some of the algorithms are messing with other algorithms. So that's why I always suggest that people use the calculator. But I will say this, every single deal, the numbers that Deal Sniper generates will be a good deal. It will be a deal that can be sold in the current terms. Now, if the realtor wants more monthly or more of a down payment, then you use the calculator to figure out if you can do that and if the deal still works.
Okay, so this one is probably one I would want you to maybe help me with or look at, because when I went in the calculator, I'm driving now to go pick up my kids, but I put in the numbers that I thought were right into the calculator, and it looks like it might be a good deal, but I presented the option of doing a creative financing offer as opposed to like a cash deal, and they're wondering how much of a down payment. So I just wanted you to double check me on the numbers. It's a 4-bed, 2-bath, and then it also has a home in the back that's also a 1-bed, 1.5 bath. But the only caveat is that it definitely needs a rehab.
Gotcha. Okay. Do you have the numbers that Deal Sniper gave you? Because I know you're in the car. So
Yeah. So let me go back to it.
well, now I'll be on this training for probably at least another 45 minutes if you want to do it.
I have it pulled up because I knew you were gonna probably ask. So the purchase price, I just rounded it off to 250,000.
Good job.
And then the estimated rent is at about 1,200.
What's the down payment?
The down payment is 18,000.
Okay, so what is this? 222, 232, 32. Okay, and then what are the taxes and insurance?
That's the PITI.
No, at the bottom it'll say taxes, and then it'll give a number, and then insurance will give another number.
Okay, so the taxes, it says 3,755, and the insurance 986. I don't know if I need to round those off as well.
No, those you can
Okay.
always use the exact.
Okay.
And then what does Deal Sniper say to give them as a monthly payment?
525.
Oh, that deal doesn't work.
No.
The entry fee is fine, but the cash on cash return is insane. You saying the rent was $1,220?
Yeah, 1,223. But I mean, like I said, it's a 4-bed, 2-bath, and then I don't know if it's factoring in the fact that it has that back house with the 1.5.
No, Deal Sniper, we still have to put it into where Deal Sniper can accurately underwrite multifamilies like duplexes.
Right. And the back house has like a full kitchen and everything, so it's like a functional, like actual rentable home in the back.
You know what else is throwing this off? You said this property is not on market, right?
Right, it's off market.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's another factor. I'll tell you what. Why don't you DM me the address when you get a chance and the numbers that you just gave me?
Okay.
I'll check the rent and actually underwrite the deal outside of Deal Sniper since this one's off market, and I'll let you know if I'll send you a screenshot of this right here. To let you know if it works.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
No problem. Omar, what's up, dude?
Question. Are you, or is it okay to go after the homeowners for like VA loans?
You can. Here's the issue with VA loans. It's something you have to make sure that you let the seller know. Because if it's a VA loan, if you know that, then obviously they still have a mortgage. So veterans, when they have their veteran benefits, and if there's any veterans on here, correct me if I'm wrong. When veterans have their VA benefits to go buy a house, and they're given a certain amount, like you can go buy a house up to $350,000, for example, and then they have that mortgage, and then we do a subject to with them, that mortgage still stays in their name. It still stays under their social, which means whatever balance it is still deducted from the total amount of VA benefits they can use to go buy another house. So here's what you don't want. You don't want to not explain that to them, and then we close on the deal. The owner thinks that, okay, well, now I've closed, so now I can go find another house for 350. No, they can't. Now they can only find a house for 250. And let's say if the mortgage balance was $100,000. So you have to have that conversation with them and say, hey, look, to my knowledge, I mean, unless you're a veteran, but to my knowledge, if you're planning on using your benefits to buy another home, you need to understand that whatever those benefits are, the mortgage balance that we're leaving is going to be deducted from that. And if you explain that to them and they're okay with it, then yeah, go ahead, close the deal, just like any other subject to. But you need to have that conversation with them because we don't screw over veterans.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Not a problem. I'm going to try and this man Malik. Oh, this man Malik. What's up, dude?
It's Malik. I need to change the name, but are you still gonna be available after the after this little training here for the
Yeah.
one on?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, good. All right.
You want to save your questions for then?
Yeah.
That's all good.
Okay.
Morgan, what's up?
Sorry, I must have accidentally hit that.
Oh, you don't have a question?
No, I'm sending you the stuff though right now in a DM.
Okay, sounds good. Vanessa, what's going on?
Okay, so she just texted me back and she said, please send me your name, the real estate firm, and email so I can send you the PCD and information you need to send an offer.
Wait, please send me your name and the what?
And your real estate firm.
Okay, so
And your email so I can send you the PCD.
So you haven't explained to her that you're a wholesaler yet.
No. Well, I have my license. I actually do have my license in Arkansas, though. I think this house is in Memphis.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works with your licensing, but I don't want you to mess it up. I'm pretty sure you need to hold a license in the state if you're going to tell them your broker firm. So,
I think because even she said something. She was like, yeah, it's a lot of people like doing wholesaling and stuff now. And it's like, even as a real estate agent here, I still do wholesales. Like
I know, dude, I say it all the time. Real estate agents and wholesalers should be best friends, not enemies.
Yeah, literally.
I'm always going to tell you guys to be honest. Tell them, say, hey, yes, I have my license, but it's in Arkansas. I actually have a couple of buyers local in, where's the deal?
That one's in Memphis.
I actually have a couple of buyers that are looking for properties in Memphis. So in this situation, I'll probably be wholesaling it to them and then just see what she says.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just easier than hiding it because at some point you're either going to get caught or you're going to have to lie so much that it's just like, who the hell wants to keep up with all that?
Yeah. And it's like, that's what I even told her. She was like, she came out and flat asked me, she was like, are you planning on wholesaling this house? And I was like, well, that's not exactly what I do. I said, I might get it. I might wholesale it. I might do rent out. I might renovate it. I might keep it and hold it. Like, I don't know, but that is like a possibility. And she was like, okay, well now I guess she's saying like, send me all your information. So I know you're like legit or something.
Yeah, I would, if she sends you all the information and you have a day or two, and I would wait at least a day, and then I would re-underwrite the deal. And I would say, hey, look, I looked at the deal. I do have a couple of people in Memphis that I think would love this. So in this situation, I am going to wholesale it. Are you okay with that? We'll cover your commission.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Like, just let them know, hey, not trying to cut you out the deal. I'm not far from it. I'll probably end up covering your commission. Shit, how much are you charging?
Right. Exactly.
Because we should be best friends, realtor. Anyway, good job.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Joe, what's up?
The closing date that Deal Sniper gives you, should I adjust that?
Always, yes.
Always.
And here's why. Deal Sniper will give you a date where if my team, let me start over. Let's say you send an offer today. What does Deal Sniper put on there? Like 2 weeks from
it
send closing?
It's about 2 weeks, like 4/1 is what it says.
Yeah, so about 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
So the reason why they do that is because unlike a cash deal where someone has to come up with potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars,
right?
Most people who are solid investors that we would work with, if the entry fee is $50,000, $60,000, they've got that. They don't have to go to the bank. So we can close faster because we're not waiting on a lender. But I always like to err on the side of caution. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So in my contracts, I always put closing of escrow on or before, and then I put it 30 days from the date that it was signed.
30 days.
That way, hey, why is your offer 30 days? Well, if you look at it, Mr. and Mrs. Realtor, it says on or before. I'm 99% sure I can get this closed in 2 weeks, but I'd rather have that extra time and not need it than need it and not have it. And then now we have to sign addendums. We have to get amendments, extending the contract. If we can close sooner, we will. But if we need the extra time, now we've got it.
Makes sense. Thank you.
Not a problem. Anybody else have a question? Because I don't see any more hands up. It's only been an hour. That's it. That's all y'all got. I'm not even tired yet. All right. Sierra, what's up? I was about to end the call.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I haven't heard, I'm still learning about the creative financing, but I haven't heard too many people speak on EMD and whatnot. Is that still something that gets brought up a lot doing these deals as far as that, what realtors are going to be looking for?
Yeah. So it doesn't come up very often. And I just assumed, I thought that was going to come up a lot sooner because especially people who have background in cash deals or wholesaling, non-creative financing deals, typically their EMD is $100, no money, something like that. But when it's on market, you're dealing with a realtor. Yeah, that needs to be at least $1,000, at least. And keep in mind, you're not paying it. I would never go higher than $3,000. But on a $350,000 house, if I put $1,000 on the contract and they want $1,500, that's fine. They want $2,000 EMD, that's fine. Because I'm not putting it up, the buyer is. And if we don't end up finding a buyer, we're going to cancel the contract before the EMD is due. So you'll never have to put that money up. But I wouldn't go more than $3,000, but I wouldn't go less than $1,000 to start. And usually at $1,000, nobody's saying anything. Sticklers will, but other than that, you don't have to worry about it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Amber, what's up? What's up, Leo? What's up, Amber?
Okay, so specifically about the one that we were discussing earlier, if all goes well, conversation with the realtor, I've heard you say 2 weeks a few times. Is that really how long it takes to find
a buyer?
Yes.
It can.
And
it absolutely can. Because you got to understand, here's what happens. Here's what goes into finding a buyer, especially for creative deals. When you're dealing with something like a cash deal, you have the contractors that want to go in there, or the investors that have contracting backgrounds, or they know how much they're going to spend, or things cost, whatever. And then they're going to go back, they're going to look at the property, they're going to ask you questions, they're going to run their own numbers, then they're going to ask if they can go see it, they're going to walk the property, they're going to rerun their numbers for the rehab, then they're going to try and haggle with you, then we got to get the assignment contract signed and EMD submitted. When EMD is submitted, that's when my team says, okay, we've got a buyer. That's when we stop looking for another buyer. With a creative deal, it's the same thing, but worse, because now instead of, oh, I think I'm going to make 50 grand, but then they have in the back of their head, even if I'm off with my numbers, okay, fine, then I'll make 40 grand. No big deal. It's still money. With a buy and hold, they have to calculate their insurance. They have to calculate the taxes. They have to calculate whatever they think their war chest is. For those of you guys that don't know, this is the war chest. Vacancies, repairs and maintenance, and CapEx reserves. So they're going to calculate that. Now we're calculating that for them, but what if their numbers are different? They're not going to go by our numbers anyway. They're going to run their own. So then they have to look at the area. They have to see what they could rent it for. They have to contact their property management company and see if they can take on another property. Then becomes the walkthrough, the nitpicking at the rehab cost estimates. Then they have to negotiate with us and then put down EMD after signing the contract. So can that happen in a few days? Yeah, it can. But I'd rather give myself 2 weeks than tell you it's going to be a few days and then take 2 weeks to find someone. That's all.
Well, the reason why I'm asking is because just from regular traditional wholesaling, it's just much sooner than I'm used to, and I just wanted to make sure I was not mishearing you.
No, because the same thing applies that I said earlier. When you're doing a cash deal, even if it's a lower amount, and if you're doing a lower asset or lower cost asset, chances are they're still going to go to a bank to get the money to buy that. I'm talking about the buyer, the investor. So we got to wait for the bank to do their thing and do desktop appraisals and all this other stuff. And the buyer's going to be turning in their plans and receipts for potential rehab and all this other shit. With a creative deal, I mean, look at this one. $33,200 is the total entry fee. Most people who buy and holds, or who have portfolios, or who do investing, they've got that in their bank. So we don't have to wait for a lender, so we can close a lot sooner. At that point, we're only waiting for title to do their thing and title search and all their stuff.
Okay, my final question. Thank you, by the way. Once the
problem.
realtor says yes, let's go ahead and move forward. Seller's ready to go. Can I just go ahead and like come directly to you for the write up? Because obviously this would be my first one, and I don't want to f it up.
No, I got you. Here's, and I get asked that question a lot, so I'm gonna tell you the same way I tell everyone else. Experience is the best teacher. So will I help you? Absolutely, but I'm gonna help you my way. And my way is you're gonna fill out that contract in accordance to the video that I put below it, and then send it to me before you send it out. I'll look it over and see if you messed anything up, and then I'll tell you what to fix it. That way, instead of you trying to learn the way that I do the contract, which is already in the video, I can omit all the stuff that you probably are going to do right, and then just be like, hey, just tweak that little thing, and then boom, that's the only thing you have to remember for the next one. So
Perfect.
yes, I'll take a look at it, but you have to do it first.
Works for me. Thank you.
No problem. Does anyone else have a question? Oh, Sierra, did you have another question?
Oh no, sorry. I think
Oh.
I didn't put the hand down.
I had a question.
Go ahead, Joe.
For signature, what do you use to send out? Do you use DocuSign, DocuHub?
DocHub is the one that I use. It's exactly the same as DocuSign. They just have a different color scheme. You can use whichever one you want.
Oh, all right. All right. That was the only question.
No problem.
And so, okay, I have a question in regards to, because for the portfolio deal that I was talking about, I'm gonna have to put in the additional terms about the whole 7 business day EMD thing. Is there a way that I should specifically word it so that way it's like I'm not digging myself into a hole?
No, you don't have to. You're using my contract, right?
Yeah, but in
Yeah,
like an
so-
additional terms, like he just wants me to put like if EMD
he wants you
if
to put it
sellers
in
not
places?
Yeah, he wants to put it in the additional terms. Like if seller does not receive EMD within 7 business days of signed agreement, then contract is null and void.
Yeah, that's fine. Just put that in there.
Okay, cool. I just
And-
want to make sure
and-
that it's refundable, man.
Yeah, well, wait a minute. You're not putting down EMD.
Okay. I just wanted to make
Yeah,
sure.
you
I was
guys
like,
will
'cause-
never look. Don't ever. This goes to all of you. Don't ever put your own money up for EMD. You don't have to. If you have a deal in this situation where the seller is like, I want you to put EMD down sooner than 14 days, I would say, hey, your property's been listed for X amount of days. I want to make sure it's done right the first time. And in order for me to make sure it's done right the first time, our process is to vet all of our buyers out properly, which usually takes 14 days. And then I go silent because people don't like silence. And even after that, if you're like, no, okay, fine, we'll do 7. But 7 is any lower than 7, you're shooting yourself in the foot. Don't even waste your time. Just move on to another deal.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
But yeah, you can, and for all of you guys that don't know this, in the contract, in the additional terms section, and this is how it was taught to me, you're literally just explaining to title and escrow what the hell is going on. So if anyone has ever seen my seller financing contracts after I do them, it literally just step-by-step instructions in the additional terms. The purchase price is $260,000. The seller finance amount is $232,000. The down payment is $18,000. That's it. Oh, and if there's a realtor fee, realtor commission paid by buyer, that's us or our buyer, $5,000. If as long as that's built into the deal. Balloon, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, whatever. EMD clause or EMD whatever. If EMD is not submitted at the end of the 7 business days, contract is void. You hear that? You're just giving escrow instructions of what the hell to do with the deal. That's all.
Gotcha.
And you can put it in there. I show you guys the easiest way to put it in there. There's one guy on my team, he puts it in there like a paragraph. Like he's writing for Lord of the Damn Rings. He's putting it in there. Okay, you're going to go ahead and do this. You're going to do this. And then we're going to have, and he's writing all that out as a paragraph. All of his deals go through fine because he's putting a lot of detail in there. It's just telling escrow what to do. Don't put too much credence into that. And again, if you need me to double check it before you send it, just DM it to me. It's fine. All right. Any more questions?
Sean, I don't have a question, but I do want to talk to you once this is finished.
Okay. I have to help Malik, right? Malik, you still want to do this after?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jordan, give me like 20, 30 minutes to help Malik, and then you want me to just give you a call, or do we need to share screens?
Yeah, it's about College Ave, so it's not like crazy.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll give you a call as soon as I'm done with Malik.
Golden.
All right. Well, that's all I've got for you guys. You guys can go ahead and hop off. Malik, you can stay on. You guys have a great rest of your night. I'll talk to you later. Awesome, Leo. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.